Hi everyone, welcome to the AI Appreciation Day edition of LinkedIn Live. I'm Taylor Decker with Qlik, and I'm so excited to be joined today by Dr. Rumman Chowdhury, member of Qlik's AI Council. Thank you.
So glad to be here. Thanks, Taylor.
So we're here to ask, what does AI really need now?
Right now, governance and standards, and that's because there seems to be a lack of trust in AI systems.
I feel like trust is the key theme that we're going to be talking about all day today and throughout the year.
Absolutely.
So let's start with what today is all about, AI Appreciation Day. And as we can both admit, AI doesn't always get so much love in the headlines. Why do you think that is?
Well, I think there's just a lot of confusion. What is AI? What does it mean? Is it going to take my job? Are we getting dumber? Are we getting smarter? Is it going to come alive? And all of these questions are literally in headlines and still remain completely unanswered.
Right, and we talk a lot about this at Qlik. AI isn't here to replace people. It's here to amplify decision-making and step up insights and give people more time to focus on what really matters.
That's right, and absolutely. And that's what the empirical evidence is now showing. So we now have a couple of studies that have come out from organizations like Microsoft, from Harvard Business School, and they're overwhelmingly showing that AI augments people. If you are an expert and you learn to use AI tools, you will simply be better at your job.
That's great. I would take Microsoft and Harvard Business Review as good sources.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's dive into a term that we're hearing a lot about, agentic AI. There's a lot of buzz around it and a lot of confusion. So how do you define it?
Well, jokingly, I call it 3 APIs in a trench coat.
Okay.
And pretty much what I mean is that there are multiple systems that interact with each other. And one of those systems, or one or more of those systems, can actually be a generative AI model, like a large language model. Now, agentic systems are different and maybe better than traditional methods of, putting different compute systems together, because now you can use one of the LLMs as an agent, like it's taking action for you. So the way you might think of a travel agent or a real estate agent, think of an AI agent doing some task for you.
That's great. And so you've worked with organizations testing these systems, and what do you see as working well?
I think one thing that works well is a clearly defined scope of work. What is this product being used for? And having your users absolutely understand what it is meant to do, and importantly, what it is meant to not do. Another really important aspect is a human in the loop. These AI systems are fallible. All technological systems are fallible. So how might we introduce meaningful oversight by human beings so that these agents or these LLMs are taking action, but they're not doing so completely unsupervised and unfettered?
Do you have like a biggest lesson learned so far on this? It sounds so exciting.
I think that you spend a lot more time thinking about how to build a system and what to build it for than you may actually spend building it and deploying it. Well, and those tend to be the better use cases. Those are the better examples.
Yeah, and customers like Touchpoint and Bisotronic are spinning up chat-style assistants in days, and there's just so much potential and productivity that we can work with here.
Absolutely, there's immense amount of potential out there.
So like we were mentioning before, let's go deeper into trust. So with agents taking actions, how does the risk landscape evolve?
Oh, well, first of all, the risk landscape of generative AI models in general was quite broad. Now with agents, you imagine this complicated risk space times 2, times 3, right? Because it's amplifying, it's exponentially increasing as the surface area increases. Also, these agents go out into the world and they take action. Versus a traditional Gen AI model, it's sort of a call and response. I put something in, I get something back. Well, now I put something in, multiple steps could happen. Otherwise, there are now multiple potential failure points. And then something comes back to me, and maybe it's not even immediate. Maybe it happens a couple of days later. But again, I may not immediately know. So there's a couple of things to worry about: the complexity of the task, the number of systems being engaged, the time aspect, and the fact that it's multi-step and sequential.
So there's a lot of risk factors there, but how do you think we regulate it?
Well, I think that's what policymakers are discussing right now.
Right.
It's going to be difficult. We have laws like the EU AI Act where they have defined risk-based sectors in order to implement evaluations. I think we're also all learning on the fly. I mean, they had to rewrite the entire intro of the EU AI Act once generative AI came around, because that law's been being written since 2018, pre-Gen AI. So I think we're all sort of learning on the fly. In the US, we're going to see a lot more movement coming from the state level, with a lot of state governments quite interested in the impact of AI systems.
Right, and I think for Qlik, that's why our partnership with AWS matters so much. It's about infrastructure and governance and collaboration as well.
That's right. So building the right tools for model observability, understanding what data goes in, what outputs come out, it's going to be critical.
So to wrap things up, if there's one thing that AI needs right now to become trusted, what do you think it would be?
I would say observability or transparency.
That's perfectly well said. And I think it's the perfect note to end on for AI Appreciation Day. And I can't thank you enough for your time. Thank you so much, Rumman. It was a pleasure to see you.
Yeah, you too.